Hello, 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 all you wonderful, beautiful people. It has been a few days since part one at the bins. Today is going to be part two. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I've said this so many times, but just in case somebody is new here, my daughter and I go on thrifting adventures. We like to look for mid-century modern and antiques. My wheelhouse is actually wooden furniture, not that. That's particle board, but it serves a purpose. It has nice shelves in it and cubbies for shoes. But we've noticed that people are changing what they buy as the economy changes. So we have had to change what we buy. We are looking for the items that have a good sell-through rate. And today we're going to take you back to the bins. If you didn't watch the last one, you need to pop back and check that out. I didn't do any narration. You just get to hear everything that I hear at the bins and see everything that I saw at the bins. This one I will narrate probably some, and just so that you won't hear all the noise. I don't remember anything spectacular at the bins, but without further ado, let's go into the St. Louis Goodwill Bins, see if we can find some treasure. Maybe some for the shop, maybe some for the house. I will see you in the blink of an eye. Sometimes when I go to the bins and I look in the bins themselves, I'm thinking there's sometimes just some stuff that does not need to be donated to the bins. If you have something that's broken, please don't donate it to the bins. This is a dress-up game. My problem with getting games at the bins is you have to know that every single piece is there, and I don't have time to go through that box to make sure every piece is there. Now this I got really excited about when I brought it out because it's a ring light. I have a very small one and this one was much larger. I put it in the cart, but as I started to look at it, I realized it was a USB hookup and I couldn't test it there. And I thought, if it worked, somebody would have bought it at the retail outlet. This was a cute box, but I want to be my dog. It probably sells for $2 at some little store. There's always tuppers, there's always baskets, wire baskets, wicker baskets. I have hit the toy bin. Would you guys have picked up these horses? Would you have picked up the remote? The remote wasn't one that I knew the name of, so the thought didn't even occur to me to pick it up, but remotes are cheap and some of them sell quite well. But as I always say, do your own research, be sure and look it up. Look, another basket. This one's metal. This right here, guys, is a hat washer. You put the hat in it, clamp it down, you put it in the dishwasher. If you're a reseller, you sell hats, you probably want to have one of those. I already have two, so I didn't need one. And part of the fun of the bins is the hunt, the digging and the hunting. I have been very lucky that I have never run into anything gross. I mean, there was a bin at the Red Racks bin in Kansas City. And look, pantyhose. I don't think I've bought pantyhose in over a decade. They're kind of going out of fashion. That would have made a nice planter, but I didn't buy that either. The Red Racks bin had food in some of the cookware, but it was Doritos, so it wasn't sticky or messy or anything. I've heard people find dirty diapers. I mean, come on. Don't give your stuff to dirty diapers to Goodwill. Nutcracker. That looks like, oh, those were some nice cards. I probably should have picked those up. Those look quite old. But then again, they were kind of messy. Would you have picked them up? Look, an ice cream scoop or a melon baller. Which one do you call it? More toys. One flip-flop. One tennis shoe. One little baby tennis shoe. One baby croc. They're so cute. They're Converse. If the other one had been there, I would have gotten them. 2 coasters, more pantyhose, more tennis shoes. When you go to the bins, what do you look for? I did get a comment from somebody on part 1. If you haven't seen part 1, you pop back and go check that out. I did not do any narration. You hear everything that I hear and see what I was seeing as I saw it. I did get a comment that somebody was jealous of these bins because they have so much stuff. And I was like, yeah, they have a lot of stuff, but that's the problem. It's just stuff. It's like cork coasters and skillets and stuffed animals. It's not got a lot of stuff. Now, would you have bought this? It's a Lodge cast iron skillet. I thought they would charge me the $1.89 a pound. And I was like, I don't know if I want to go to spend that kind of money. But see, there's just a lot of stuff there. There's, like I said, not a lot of stuff that you would buy to resell that I could make money on. Granted, I was not the first person in the bins, and I probably wasn't the second person to go through these bins. But I do also find it amazing that you can have all these people. The line went all the way down the sidewalk in the front of the building, the handicap ramp, and I still got in. I got a cart, and there's still all this stuff. And at 6 o'clock when they closed and they started taking bins out, there was still stuff in bins. And I did go through the clothes, but there wasn't anything there. I found a pair of Izod jeans, but they were David's size. So he got those. Plastic, there's that ring light again. Ooh, are there glasses in here? Nope, it's empty. Sometimes if you find glasses, if they're prescription glasses, you can take the lenses out and sell the frames if they're designer frames. And like I said, stuff and stuff and stuff and more stuff. There are, if you need frames for anything, come to the Goodwill Bins. They have all kinds. In fact, I have things I need to measure. I should have picked up the Bugs Bunny, but I was interested in all of the erasers. I didn't need erasers, so they stayed there. Rock, paper, scissors, and pickles. If you see anything that I should have picked up, please let me know. There's that cute little llama. I almost got the little llama for my nanny kid, but I thought it's probably not a good idea for me to start just picking up stuff for my nanny kid. Another part of a game of that game, rock, paper, scissors, pickles. I have met people at the bins in Indiana that they go through every single bin. They go all the way down to the bottom. They look through all the purses and have found some money and jewelry. And isn't that a cute little froggy? And he doesn't have eyes, or he doesn't have buttons for eyes. So the fox and the turtle went in my cart, but those are for the dogs. And let me tell you, Rip has taken the fox as his baby. And Mac has decided that the turtle is his. some of this stuff, even if it's in the, and look, I found, do any of you know what that is? You didn't get to see the whole picture of it, but it has a handle and you squeeze it and there's mesh, or there's a wire mesh. If any of you guessed flour sifter, you are correct. They are becoming antiquated, I guess. I don't know many people that use them anymore, but I have my mom's old one and it's really needs to be replaced, so it's going to be replaced. That's a pretty cool looking car. I wonder if it has the remote that goes with it, because I looked through the bin and there was no remote to go through it. Lots of notebooks. I wish I knew more about power tools, because I would get that. I don't know how much it would cost me, $1.89 a pound. There's Mickey, and yes, Disney stuff sells, but not all Disney stuff sells. So I've said it before and I'll say it again. Do your research, look it up. It's a sparkly beach bag out of the box. We are in the shoe section now, as you can tell. And there's some stuff here, but there's nothing here that's like, yeah, let's grab that. There's always bags here. There's almost always hats, luggage. I was surprised that I did not see a baby bathtub. Those look nice, but I did not take time to look them up. By this time, I've already been here 2 hours, and 2 hours is usually my limit. So I don't know if it was because I had a smoothie this morning. Usually about 2 hours, I'm like, I'm done. And I wish the other New Balance was there. New Balance does sell quite well for me. This is a nice little 31 bag, but I already have one just exactly like it. I use it in my car to keep stuff in behind the seat. Let's go to the next bin. More bags, more shoes, some high heels. There's a big bag. And before we moved, when I would go to the bins, I would look for the biggest bag I could find. That way I could carry my stuff home, and then I used it to pack stuff when I got home for the move. That is a cute little insulated bag to take your lunch in. I didn't think it was leather. If it was leather, I probably would have got it. And if I missed any of the shoes, if there's certain brands that you look for when you go to the bins, let me know. That had a hole in it. It was really nice. Those are baseball shoes. I've been hit and miss with baseball shoes. I bought 2 pair and sold one and made a little bit of profit, and the other one sat so long I just redonated them. Ooh, there's some shoes with some wild colors. Dream pairs, size 11. Should I have gotten them just because they were size 11? Ice skates, more bags. Sometimes I look at the bags and it's the saying that I like. I wasn't quite sure what that was. Thought maybe it was a straw carrier. I have one, but mine doesn't look like that. And digging and digging and digging and digging. Belts, if you find leather belts, especially if they're embossed, they sell really well for me. Usually then they're more of a theme. And this one I wanted to check out to see if I could find who made it. Marona. Cute little makeup bag. Not even going to comment. If you didn't read it, you probably need to go back and read it again because I'm not going to talk about it. Oh, that's silly. Some Under Armour shoes. I don't know if Under Armours sell well. There's the other skate. I probably should have taken it back to the other one and looked it up. But like I said, I've been here 2 hours and my brain starts to get a little muddled after the 2 hour mark. I probably should have brought in a granola bar or something. Maybe some energy bites. This was a really nice bag, but I couldn't find the maker. I didn't think about it. It might have been the perfect bag for me. I need a new bag that's just a little bit bigger than the one I have. So, golly gee darn, I'll have to go back to the bins. And the big bag that I found that I used when I went to the bins the last time, see, I told you there were suitcases. There's always suitcases at this bins. Turned out to be a firefighter's backpack. And now that we've moved out of the Airbnb and moved into the house, I can't find it. There's some weird stuff I can't find. Still more purses, more shoes. I can't find all of the knives, which I would have thought they would have all been packed together. There are some clothes of mine that I can't find. Ramanda has some stuff she can't find. There are a couple of things that I have in my eBay store that are listed that I can't find. So I had to take them out of inventory. Now these, I was very, very tempted because they're FootJoy. It looked like all of the pieces were underneath. It looked like the scuffs weren't too bad. But there was no size. Golf shoes usually sell pretty well. So I left them because I didn't have the size. This bag is all one piece and the handle is one solid piece. So it's going in the bag. The bag's going in the bag. The bag is going in the cart to carry my stuff home. And that one's about coffee, so if nothing else, I can hang it in the sunroom. A Lowe's bag, printed bag. Keep hoping I'm just gonna find something fantastic. I'd like to find something fantastic at the bins. I can't quite figure out what this is. And then it took me a while. I had to get it straightened out and find out where the handles were, that it's actually the inside to a laundry basket. I was surprised that they had bikes here. The amount of bikes was just like, wow. I don't know how much they're asking for their bikes. And they have quite a bit of furniture. Now, when you look at furniture, I want to show you this. Do you see this, where the pieces go in and out? This is called tongue and groove. This means it's old. I probably should have bought that dresser. But I don't have any more room. I keep telling David I want to start refinishing furniture. And he's like, oh yeah, we'll just build you a shop. So I left the dresser there and went to go look at the glass. This one was really pretty, but I don't think it has much resale value. That's Christmassy. Nice teapot. Lots of stemware. That was really cute. It had the creamer, but no sugar bowl. Decorated plates. Easter stuff. I might have picked that up if it was February. A cake plate. It's a really nice cake plate. Mixing bowl set. But it looks like there's one missing. So there should be one in between the largest one and the next one. There's a soap dispenser, and I was gonna get it, but it's blue luster. It's just not the right color because I just broke the other one in my bathroom. Coffee cups, but no coffee cups with coffee memes or coffee sayings on them. It's really funny to find that dish there because I used to have a set of those. I bought 3 sets of those, and we gave them to the pastors at our church for pastors' appreciation, and told them that we would bring them a meal to go with the plates. None of them ever called to let us know to bring them a meal. That was a pretty cup, but it's very modern. That was cute too, but modern. Somebody at a garage sale wanted $1 for it. They probably charged me glasses 50 cents, something like that. And these blue willow, or these, oh, they're chipped. That's why they're here. That's why they're here, because they're chipped. This is the one. The cashiers are up there with where that gentleman is standing. As you can tell, it has been another day. I am in something different, and in someplace different also. There wasn't anything fantastic that I found at the bins. The things for the shop, I did get a couple of things for the shop. There will be a short haul video. I got some things for Whatnot. I have been accepted as a seller. I have to do my onboarding, but I'm thinking that because the name is Gankle's Treasures, I can be in multiple categories. One of them I'm thinking about is possibly doing a what's for dinner, or what's cooking, or cooking with Nani. Nani is what my grandkids call me. If you like any of those better than the others, let me know in the comments. And I'm gonna also do some women's contemporary fashion, probably some shoes, maybe some bins hauls, depending on how much time I can put into Whatnot. I'm thinking the more that I get on, that's the advice I've been given, that the more that you get on, the better. Then people see you, they get to know you, they know what you have, they know your style, they start to vibe with you, you start to build a community. So that's what I am hoping to do. Because there's a helicopter. After New Year's, I will have set days that I work and set days off. So I'm gonna try and figure out my schedule. Like those might be my days off might be my bins days. I could get there at 10, be done by 1, could do a show at 4 maybe on those days. And the days that I work, I could come home, I'll get off a lot earlier. I don't get off until 5:30 from my nanny family now. And after New Year's, I'll get off at 4:30. And I could go home and set up and cook at 5 or 6 o'clock. If any of those sound interesting to you, you would be interested in watching any of those, let me know in the comments also. none of these decisions are written in stone yet. There will be a bins haul. I think I said that already. It will be short, but I might also go over some of the books that I got. And I think that's about it for this one. And as always, remember, you're blessed to be a blessing. So go out and make today a great day.